Good afternoon. Turn on my microphone. Today is Monday, September 29th, 2025. It's just 2 p.m. and this is a special meeting for the Marquette Township Board. Let's do roll call first.
Okay, so excused and absent today is trustee Winslow, trustee Everson, and treasurer Rickover. Trustee Kidda. Here. Trustee Leighton. Here. Clerk Rattari is here and supervisor Durant.
Here.
Staff present is Manager Kangas and superintendent of public works Lenny Martinez is here.
Okay, thanks. We don't have any emails, do we?
I got none.
Okay, to make sure I ask that. Let's get approval of the agenda, please.
So support.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you. So our first policy discussion is to consider payment number 1 of the backyard creek project. And Lenny is here to step us through that.
This one is for the additional 200, let me back up a little bit. We had received an additional $238,000 for our NPS grant, so we had an initial grant. It wasn't quite enough for the full project. So Eagle was able to go back and they were able to find us some extra funds to get 3 out of the 4 culverts done. But the problem with the extra 238,000 is since it was gained back from other projects that did not happen this year, the funds needed to be invoiced and sent to Eagle before the end of their fiscal year of 2025. So that is September the 30th. So I did get some invoices last week, and I have to get it in before the 30th. And so that's basically what we're here for. So the total pay request that they're making is $272,331.77. Of that amount, $238,045.58 is what we have to invoice by the 30th. So that's kind of why I had to have this done at this meeting versus the one on October 1st.
I would make the motion to approve payment request number 1 or 2, so but yeah, like you said, 238. Second.
So real quick, so yeah, the total will be $272,331.77.
Okay.
And then, but out of that amount, that's the 238. So it's still coming out of our grant funds. I just had to have that 238 by September 30th. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and the reason, like I said, we did that, we don't want to lose the 238,000, and that's a pretty good chunk of money for this project. So.
Especially because we've been waiting for a while.
And they do have one, they've got the one culvert in today, so they're working on that right now, so that's on here.
Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Yeah.
Okay, well, we've got another purchase agreement to look at. You all had a chance to read it. John, what have you heard?
For everyone's information, the signature page. If you look at page 16 of 19, the purchaser is showing Mitch Nordahl as the signer, and he has signed it. We have a copy of that. It's just waiting for your decision today, whether or not the clerk and supervisor are authorized to sign on behalf of the township. The only other thing that you should note is the closing date stayed the same at September 2nd with an additional 20 days to gather all of the documents. That puts us at tomorrow. I think we should probably change that to probably 30 days because the title company won't schedule the closing until this document is signed. And as of right now, it's not scheduled for tomorrow.
And that's fine, I just want to see it moving forward, so I guess I would move to approve the purchase agreement with the amended change in the 30 days instead of 20, and authorize the clerk and supervisor to sign on behalf of the township.
And that change appears in the last paragraph of page 7. Up to 20 business days, we would change that to 30.
Yeah, I don't think that's a problem.
Anyone want to second that?
Support.
Okay, any questions for John?
We do have Roger on too, if anyone has a question, Roger.
Do we get a feeling, John, that this is it, or? Is there any?
Well, we haven't had a document signed by all parties yet. And the biggest change since we last talked about it was them solidifying their operating agreement, which gives Wildflower the 50%, 51% ownership share. And that gives Mitch the right to purchase. Now, if you have concerns about adding 10 more days to gather everything to get to the closing, Mitch did say he's prepared to provide another substantial down payment towards the purchase, final purchase price. He didn't say what substantial means, but I have to believe that's more than what we've received so far, which was $500. Or was it $5,000? $5,000.
Well, part of what held this up too was the agreement between them. Otherwise, we would have probably been a little bit closer.
Yeah, and we had the prior approved tenants in common. That does not work for the Mishta funds, so that's why we're back to a single owner, which is Renovar Marquette Homes LLC, of which Wildflower is 51% owner.
So by us signing this today, excuse me, that gives Mitch the opportunity to schedule the closing and make it happen.
Yep, that would basically give them the next 2 weeks to get it done. Meaning you'll know by your second meeting in October if we've received the remainder of our $500,000 towards for that parcel.
And this, I didn't look at it. Remember there was a line in there that said 400,000 or something. Remember Roger pointed that out, that had to be corrected. Is that?
Well, I don't think it was in the purchase agreement. The purchase agreement still says $500,000, of which 5,000 was already paid. So it would be 495,000 remaining due.
Okay. Might have been the other document. I just remember him mentioning that the number was wrong, the balance was wrong. Okay. Any questions? Any more questions? Okay, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you.
Thank you,
Roger,
Roger.
another 10 days. Yeah, thanks, Roger, for being on. Okay, we don't have any public. Any announcements, anything we need to know? Okay. We need to do the motions.
Okay, so first motion was to approve the special meeting agenda as presented, that was approved. Second motion was to approve the consider payment one of the backyard creek project, that was approved, and the third motion was to approve the Renovari purchase agreement amended to the 30 business days rather than 20 that was stated, and that was approved.
Okay, any comments, board members? No? Okay, well, can we adjourn if Dan's not here?
I'm not waiting till Wednesday.
Move to adjourn. Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned at 2:09.
Sweet.